So, you have a crush on a Pisces. If you've ever felt like they're this beautiful but totally mysterious person you just can't quite figure out, you are in exactly the right place. We're about to take a deep dive into what they're really thinking and feeling during the first week of January 2026. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Their silence can be so confusing, and you just know their emotions run incredibly deep. But don't you worry, we are going to decode it all, day by day. Let's start with how we even get these insights.
Our key to understanding them this week is actually numerology. Let's take a look at how the cosmic numbers are setting the whole emotional stage for them.
First up, we've got the month itself. January vibrates with the number 1. And what's number 1 all about? It's new starts, fresh energy, and the potential for a brand new emotional chapter to begin.
And get this, the year 2026 also carries the energy of 1. Yeah, when you add up the digits, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6, it all reduces down to 1. So that just doubles down on that energy of new movement, pushing for real clarity in relationships. The stage is totally set for a fresh start.
So with all that new beginnings energy swirling around, let's just do a quick refresher on who we're talking about here. A Pisces in love, they feel everything so deeply and often in total silence. They fall for warmth and comfort, not big, flashy gestures. Their love kind of grows in that quiet space, long before it ever comes out into the light.
Okay, you ready? Let's ride the emotional wave of their week, day by day, and take a journey right into their heart.
So here's the emotional map for the week. They're going to start off feeling super sensitive. Then they'll move into this more introverted and romantic phase. Then they'll hit a deep emotional peak, which, interestingly, leads to silence, before finally ending the week ready to open up and express themselves. Let's break down what each of these phases really means for you. So, the week kicks off with this really soft, sentimental energy. This means they are almost certainly in a space of quiet connection, feeling extra emotionally sensitive, and they might even be missing you. So what are they actually doing these first couple of days? Well, they're probably reminiscing about past conversations you've had, feeling that gentle pull towards you, and you can bet they're taking a quiet scroll through your social media profile. It's their own gentle, private way of feeling connected. And if you could just read their mind during these first 2 days, this is the one question you'd find on repeat. It's not about some grand passion just yet. It's this quiet, hopeful curiosity. Do they still feel something for me? Now, as we move into the 3rd and 4th, the energy shifts inward. This is a period of quiet love, where their rich inner world of fantasy and romance really, truly comes alive. Okay, now this is where things can get tricky, and where you might misinterpret things. On the surface, you might notice their replies are a bit slower, or they just seem quiet. But underneath all that, like an iceberg, there is so much more going on. They are processing deeply, and are probably lost in these romantic daydreams about you. The crucial thing here is, do not mistake their quiet for a lack of interest. It's often the exact opposite. And that brings us to the emotional peak of the whole week. Around January 5th, their feelings for you are set to really intensify. But here's the thing with a Pisces. A peak in emotion often leads to a retreat into their shell, just so they can process it all. So what's happening inside them? There's this magnetic longing, a real intensification of feeling. But then, by the 6th, they'll probably pull back just a little to get some clarity. This is the moment when they are craving a sign from you. Not a big move, just a gentle signal that it's safe for them to feel what they're feeling. And after all that deep, quiet processing, we arrive at January 7th. And bam! The energy shifts, like dramatically. Their inner confidence starts to rise, and the potential for warm, open communication becomes incredibly high. This is the day that emotional wave finally crests and comes to shore.
So, with all this insight, how do you actually turn it into a real connection? Let's get into the practical side of things. Okay, so your chances for a connection are actually good right at the start of the week, but you'll notice they dip a bit midweek, during that silent, reflective phase. But the key takeaway here is January 7th. Your chances for a warm, communicative response are very high. That's your prime opportunity for sure.
And when you do reach out, this is your playbook. The key is softness. I mean it. Use gentle words, show genuine warmth, and just create a sense of emotional comfort. Avoid any kind of pressure or aggressive approach. That'll just make them swim away. And if you're wondering what that actually looks like in practice, well, this is it. This message is perfect.
It's not demanding, it's warm, it's caring, and it's totally open-ended. It's an offering of kindness, which is exactly the language a Pisces heart speaks. We've covered a whole lot, so let's just wrap it up with the key takeaways for the week, the things you absolutely need to remember.
Okay, remember this. Your Pisces crush is feeling deeply, and that connection is growing all week long. That midweek quiet period, it is a good sign, not a bad one. Circle January 7th on your calendar for your best chance at a beautiful connection, and always, always lead with empathy, warmth, and patience.
Ultimately, their love is like water. You can't force it, you can't grab it, but if you create a safe and warm space, it will flow to you naturally. So the question for you this week really is, are you ready to be the safe harbor for their emotional tide?